You caught me playing one of my favorite characters, a witch with lots of minions. But she's not too defensively strong, but she's got lots and lots of help. So this series is going to be a guide for the casual player playing Path of Exile. It's been around for a while, I know, but what I found is that there's a lot of information on the web, a lot of hardcore players with some excellent characters they've built, but they're at the stage now where they're building and fine-tuning at areas where a casual player who's just picked up the game, which I did just a couple months ago, have yet to learn. There's so much information on the web, it's hard to sort everything out. So this guide is to try to make sure that a person who wants to play the game casually, wants to have fun, wants to build characters that can play in the end game, will be able to be successful. I've been playing these games for quite a while. I played the Diablo series. I used to play Dungeon Master on the Amiga way back in the 80s. So anyway, all great fun. I'm amazed at the evolution of RPGs over time. They're much more video game-like than they ever used to be. Used to be you'd point and click and you'd spend 10 minutes in a battle. Now a battle can happen in 30 seconds or less. So, to go through, what we're going to do is, in the introduction, I'm going to describe a bit what we're going to do. We're going to have at least 3 videos, one on the early game, starting out, what you should look for, things you should be doing, so that you're ready for the later on in the end games. I'll talk about what to do during the main storyline, and then also talk about the end game, how to collect information, how to collect data, how to build your character so you can at least take a character beyond map level, tier level 6 or 7 into the 10s and 11s, be able to kill some of the conquerors, some of the elders, play into that level of game. And then based on the time and the feedback, we're going to talk about delving, how to go into the mine successfully, using maps, accessing the temple, using the Beastmaster to get some unique items, and then talk about the Syndicate. Also, we'll do a trading example showing how you can do trading. That's one of the best things about this game, is that with no real currency changes, just in-game currency, you can buy all kinds of equipment that you won't be able to find yourself. So as an introduction, I'll just show quickly some of the characters that I've built. So this, as I said, this is a witch character. So I've been trying to collect some equipment for her that would help everything minion. All of her points have been putting into minions. I found a really good circlet, which can do 2 levels of socketed minions, and I've got the specters on that with lots of life, and they have yet to die in all the levels that I've played her with. This is she's at level 86 right now, and she's quite good at clearing out maps. Then again, another minion body armor for giving maximum life and extra damage, and then a staff. I've been playing with different staffs. This one gives socketed minion gems 2 levels, and for her main attack, what I've given is a summon skeletons. So she can, as she's running through, launch skeletons which have, let's try this with launch a whole bunch of skeletons. And then she needs to run away and turn on her body armor. So she lets everyone else do the fighting for her. She launches 10 skeletons. And then runs away. And then of course I've got the Veil skeletons, so I can increase and launch a whole bunch of them once I collect enough souls for the skeletons. So all these are pretty well set at max. I think they're 19 or 20, most of them. Most of them are at 19. And then of course you've got the zombies, you've got the carrion golem, which makes sure that they can help to add damage to the other minions and support them. And then every character needs to have a good dash spell to jump away, especially this one, because she doesn't have a lot of body armor, so she can dash away quickly. So that's one character. I'll show you another one that we'll show during the series. I have another witch character, which I seem to like the witch characters, I don't know. But melee and spellcasters. So this witch character I built around all the aspects of cold and freezing. So I tried to make sure that everything I did there was for maximum damage on cold and freezing pulse. So once it loads, Let's go to the hideout. So with her, she has, as things slowed in, she's got cold resistant mail, also some minions. I'm using all the golems with her, so she has all the golem attributes that she can apply to her character. So every golem is available to her. It'll fall around and help support. And then I've got the application wand to do a really good freezing pulse. So the freezing pulse can do typically around 68,000 damage. And then she also has a cold snap, which can do cold in an area with a double wham with the echo. And then of course the freezing pulse for extra damage when she hits big bosses. And then she also has the ability to jump away quickly. I'll show you the last character we'll use. This one is a berserker with, and I think this is a very common style that I've seen, and using Molten Strike. So again, let's go to the hideout so we can show some of his skills. So he's focusing on fire. And I also found a Spore Guard. Sorry, I bought this one. This one I did buy. I think it for 1 Exalted Orb, which was great. I thought it was a good deal. I had 1 orb and I saw this armor and I thought I gotta have it. Chaos resistance plus contaminate. And then I'm starting to experiment with him. So he has the ability to throw out Molten Strike for quite a bit of damage. I think 24,000, I don't have all my attributes on yet. So he'll do 28,000 damage, and then he uses Rage build-up. So once he builds up Rage, that number quadruples pretty well. And I started experimenting with the Abyssal sockets, Abyssal jewels, to see what they would do. So I've got some spirit charges that will add extra damage. So that's just to show what we're going to do as we walk through the series. And we'll talk about all the different things you should be doing when you're trying to build a character. These are ones that I just did for fun along the way. So stay tuned for videos 2, 3, and 4, and we'll keep going as we go.